Hi, and welcome back to Return of Reckoning. In this episode, we have changed things up a bit, and I just started to make an intro. First video of an intro, surprise! And we are going to be making a fresh Marauder from the start. In this video, essentially, I'm going to be playing it from 0 to still 0 as I make my way through Tier 1. I'm going to be splitting these videos up a little bit. This video I'm going to be doing the first half of Tier 1, essentially me getting geared, a bit of PvP, a bit of World v World, a bit of PvE, a bit of me messing about with the settings and having to recreate a new character because I messed up. So that's all fun, and that's all for this. That's what's going to be happening in this video, believe it or not. So hope you stick around, and without further ado, let's jump straight in to some action. So here we go with a brand new character. Believe it or not, I'm making another character. Yeah, I know, it's exciting. As you can see, I've got a Marauder already here, Marauder. He is obviously a level 19 Marauder in the Inevitable City. Because I really enjoy Tier 1, I'm not going to jump into him, mainly because I don't know what his skills do anymore, but I haven't played him in a few years. So I've already made Rothmers, who I'm going to jump straight in. And see how this goes. I've already loaded up this character, so I won't see the beginning intro, so that's good. First thing I need to do is actually change the user interface, see if there's a profile I can load up. Can't remember what the last one I used. When was the last one I uploaded? This one. So I'd use this one. Yes, please. Is that, hopefully this is the profile I used last. Okay, this looks interesting. Looks like this will work. This will work. So I'm going to be doing a bit of PvE and PvP with this. One thing I want to do before I go into this is user settings, audio. I'm going to turn off the music. Yes, I've kept the music off. Don't know what this banner does, it's kind of new. But as I play this, same as all the other characters, I will be queuing for scenarios as we go along. So the interesting part of Marauders is you actually have these gifts. Which are these, you see I've only got one weapon in my hand. The left hand actually seconds up as essentially a gift or so here, gift of release, I have no mutations. Oh, it's a bit like that, a bit strange. I have no mutations. Have this one, gift of savagery, turns my left hand into a claw. While it's mutated into this claw, your melee attacks have a 55% chance to deal an additional 110 damage over 5 seconds. Reduce the enemy's attack speed by 33%. So it's not bad. It's not the weapon, or it's not the essentially the gift of choice that I would normally go for. But it's still a good gift. I normally go for the Wrecking Ball because the Wrecking Ball is fun, and the Wrecking Ball does allow for heals. So more enemies you hit, or when you hit an enemy, there's a chance for you to heal, which is really useful. What I actually intend to do is I'll probably skip some of this just because some of this PvE stuff is a bit boring. I will just jump into when there's either some PvP or so essentially when I get into some combat, I will jump back in. It's X, fine. And you are Z, so I can run away. So I'll just skip some of this PvE. I probably won't go into World v World, although this zone's locked anyway. Looks like Tier 1. There is some fighting going on in Tier 1. But I won't be doing any open world PvP until I'm probably about level 8. So I'm just going to essentially grind through this, and we'll jump back in when we get into some scenarios. But each time I level up, though, I will go through my skills. So certain skills are bound by your gift. So I was just looking at these gravestones. So certain because obviously I've played this a fair bit before. Some gravestones you can click on to get some extra experience, and that's one of them for this. So here I've got this rend skill. So I can only use this with gift of savagery, which is the one I've got on, and the gift of brutality, which I believe is the Essentially, it's like a sword you can have on your arm. It's pretty cool. So what does this do? Tear into your target, dealing 51 damage immediately, then another 51 damage over 9 seconds. I think it can stack 3 times, yeah. So this is a relatively good dot you can spam on your target, and then they'll essentially burn down over, well, 9 seconds. And obviously it ticks every second, so if you've got all 3 of them on there, you're doing 150 damage in a second. So it's pretty good. And each time I level up, I should just jump back in just to see what we've got. Yeah, so see you when I have content. We managed to level up to level 3, which didn't take long at all. And we just got a new skill called Brew. Deliberate. Debilitate, which would help if I can actually read. And we also got a new gift of Brutality, which is essentially like a sword, which is pretty cool. Gift of Brutality gives your melee attacks a 25% chance to fill you with more power for 5 seconds, making your offhand weapon swing, increasing your damage of your offhand by 25%. Quite a good skill. The only issue I have with all of these is when you change your gift, you do lose. So that can be used with all of them. You do lose. Your first bar here gets changed, which isn't the end of the world at all. It's just a bit annoying. So what I will be doing, what I tend to do, is now I've got more gifts. Is that having I won't be changing them on the fly, but my 1 bar will just be the gift, the skills that is directly linked to that unique gift. So having no gift at all, obviously there's going to be nothing here. And if I switch to Gift of Savagery can use, if I look here, Gift of Savagery can use, where is it? Rend. So therefore I'll have Rend on this one. And down here I'll keep the ones that don't require a set gift. And finally, Gift of Brutality will also have Rend, and then these will on here remain as they are. I think that's quite a good way of doing it. And then these shift skills, and then these skills I have, these middle mouse button skills on my mouse itself, I'll just decide when I find a skill which I want there, I'll just switch them out. Just doing these little mini quests. Well, these aren't mini quests, these are the actual quests of the area. It's just to get some experience. I haven't had a scenario yet, so this will take a bit of time. Oh, that's a bit buggy, but hey, never mind. I can actually loot them. Didn't know I could loot them. Couldn't loot them in the past. It's pretty cool. They have changed the... Oh, it's a green. It's good to have a green. Green that I can't use. Nice. In the past, I think they've updated the... Okay, I keep the sword for a while. I think they updated the animations as well for the Marauder. Or at least maybe... They may have updated some others, but at least the Marauder's been updated. So when you're attacking, you do some fancy spins and stuff, which is pretty cool. Which I'll show you. Well, I'll note them when we start getting into some combat. But for now, we'll keep on leveling. So we've got ourselves a scenario. I don't think I've done this scenario on this channel before. This is the College of Corruption. This is pretty cool. I'm going to die though. So I am just going to essentially rend everyone I can. And then hope for the best, really. Oh, I'm being focused a little bit here. Got a sorceress attacking me. This person's stuck in the lava, so we're going to rend this person out. I think you can jump out of the lava there. Oh, try and help this. Oh, he's attacking me. Oh, this is a bit... So I think our spawn's up there. I think Orders actually spawn above us. Let's... Just going to keep spamming my rend, which is my damage over time. I think there's an add-on which helps showing you, well, it shows you essentially who you've got dots on, which I need to actually have a look at getting. But this increases my main target. That's down, that's down. Let's see. Sword Master I'm not interested in. Okay, there's a warrior priest here who's a little bit squishier than a sword master. There's a lot of pop-ups coming up on my screen, which are a bit annoying. But this is looking good because we've cleared the whatever this core is. I can't pronounce that word. It's no, I'm not going to try and make a fool of myself. More of a fool than normal. Okay, 5,000 damage, not bad. So now I'm just spamming my rend, my damage over time. Not sure what this Slayer was hoping to achieve. Let's focus this. Oh, I'm now going to get focused. I might die here. Unless I can get... Okay, the Disciple of Cain's healing me. That's good. It's just kind of focusing their low... the players that have got low health. This Witch Hunter's focusing me. I have leveled up. Nice. It's good. I'll take as many levels as possible. The Chosen's now got his guard. Okay, the Chosen changed his guard target. So what is this? So this looks like it's a debuff. I'm kind of stuck in this little core. So what is this? Spreads corruption to your target, reducing their toughness. That's really quite useful. Now I'm going to leave that debuff. I'm going to put a debuff on this one here. That's quite a useful debuff to have. Reducing their toughness. Okay. 9,000 damage. Not too bad. Not the best. Not the worst. Definitely not the worst. But I'll take that. This has been a really quick scenario. Really successful scenario. That Squig Hunter's got in Squig army. Probably doesn't need any help killing that Witch Hunter, to be honest. But Witch Hunter's down. And I'll put my debuff on him, and he is down. So did I get anything special from that? I received some loot, but I didn't get any, which is fine. Didn't expect to get MVP for anything anyway. I'm a little bit low level, but I outdamaged nearly everyone on their team other than that one Slayer who was spamming AoE. So I don't think that counted as a discordant, whatever this is, discordant scenario. But I'm going to join again the scenarios. So we had a look at this skill. It's a good new skill, and I did get some loot from that, but I don't think there's any loot I can use. I got a lot of loot from there. You don't tend to see loot from actually from scenarios. That's good to see. They've actually implemented something good. But I can't use any loot, so I just sell it. So we'll jump straight back in once we probably have another scenario or get some quests done. There's another scenario I don't think I've actually shown, which is High Pass Cemetery. Essentially, it's a big circle. You capture both points. It's kind of like the Cain's Embrace scenario. Capture both points. Both of the points explode and kill everyone nearby. So, get the points, capture both, hold both. They explode, give you loads of points, but obviously they kill everyone nearby. Probably see, I am actually back to level 2. And I haven't got my gift of brutality or whatever the next one was. I may have made a mistake. If you play this, kind of a public service announcement, if you play this and you go to interface, modern add-ons, you go to advanced, if you click OK, stand by, if you click show mod list, do not disable all. You will just not, that character will not be playable. I don't know how to I don't know how to re-enable them. So once you disable them, I don't know how to enable them all. So you'll kind of be stuck there. Well, there's a lot of them. Ooh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be very bad. So I don't know how to re-enable them. So I had to remake a character. It's ruined all my profiles, well, my stats set profile, which I had. Which isn't the end of the world. I remade this profile anyway. Didn't take long to remake it. Just a bit annoying, to be quite honest. And this sword, this warrior priest is going to out-heal me. Yep. So there's that. I'm not going to show all these scenarios. I'm just going to try and level up through tier 1 as quick as possible. Me being rank 2, I want to try and get to probably rank 8, show some higher tier 1 gameplay. Just wanted to say that this is a new scenario, which I haven't shown you guys, and you should see an explosion in a second. So this is the new snow I've not shown you guys, and is he reviving me? No, he's not. He's reviving that guy. And the fact that I had to remake a character, which is not the end of the world, but hey, never mind. We'll jump back in when hopefully I get to a higher level and I can actually do some content. Just as this scenario comes to an end, just want to show that we actually managed to pull this back. It was a really good scenario in the end. These don't explode, but they just give you points over time. Once you capture them both, you have to defend it for a set amount of time, and then essentially they stop giving you points. I want to say, did really well with objectives. I've captured pretty much most of them on my team, and done really well on damage as well. Third on damage, considering I came in as a level 2, level 3 now. So I did really well with damage, being in the top 5, or as it stands in the top 5. But yeah, we'll jump in when we get a high level. I'll probably show this scenario. I joined quite late into it. This is Thunder Valley, which is like that you capture the flag. We have to push a single flag at a time, if that makes sense. So the middle flag is the one that you really want to get. As you're pushing the middle flag, as they own the middle flag, we can't capture their back flags, but they can capture our back flags. So you kind of have to slowly push the middle flag, then push the next flag. I'll show you once. I probably die here, to be quite honest. But the way I've been playing my Marauder, because I'm now level 5, so I've got a new skill. The way I've actually been trying to play, at least, is protecting our back line. So as they push, I will be defending our healers as much as possible. So this new skill, which is Impale, if it does 140 damage, if I'm behind the target, it ignores their armor. So I put Rend on them, then sit behind them, and I can spam it. It's only usable with my with this gift, which is quite handy. So I can essentially take out their toughness with my corruption skill here, and then die very quickly like that. That's fine. I got a little bit zealous. We have got a few. We've only got 1 healer, 2 healers, 3 healers, but it's not the end of the world. So this is what I mean by what they can capture. So these are locked. So as I hold the middle, these ones are locked, so we can't push them. But they can still push our flags. So now they've captured this one, blasting cart. This place, the hangar's now locked, so we have to recapture our blasting cart before we can go to the centre. It's quite an interesting little scenario, this, actually, to be quite honest. But I'm not going to show the whole thing, because that will be a bit boring. So we'll jump into some combat. We started playing this scenario here, and I realised that this is essentially just a bloodbath. It's just pure carnage. There's no objective other than killing, which I like the idea of that. So you know what? We'll show this. So I switched from using the kind of like the sword attachment to actually using just the original brutality. Main reason for that is that it allows for me to essentially do extra damage every now and then when I'm attacking, and I don't know where my team is. Okay, someone behind us. So I need to try and protect the. I'm only got 1 healer. I don't actually know where the healer is, which is a bit annoying. But if I can take out this Slayer, that'd be awesome. Someone just did a big damage on the Slayer. Okay, there's a healer here. Put all my dots in the healer. So I don't have as many skills compared to the brutality. They were essentially the sword attachment, whether it's savage, yeah, brutality. Don't have as many skills, but that's okay, because the skills I do have are actually quite good ones. So I can reduce their toughness. That is for my class. Reduce their toughness, do a bit of damage. This guy's going to kill me. Never mind. The healer might be able to pick me up. Yep, there we go. This is the public quest, moving on to the final stage, which is this hero we need to take out. It's great timing, because I've just unlocked the gift of monstrosity, which While mutated, your melee attacks have a 25% chance to empower you for 5 seconds, gradually restoring 276 health and letting you shrug off enemy armor penetration. So this is my favourite gift, just because your attack you unlock straight away is an AoE attack, which is awesome, and you essentially get a single target heal, or you get a heal over time. So there it goes, the heal's popped again, so over 5 seconds I'll get health back. It does proc with multiple enemies, so it's a 25% chance to proc. But if you've got a load of enemies you're attacking, you can just walk in, spam Demolition, which is an AoE cone in front of you, and that has Gift of Monstrosity can proc while you're spamming it. So you can just keep spamming it, keep regaining a bit of health. It's not loads of health you regain, but it definitely adds up. You definitely notice it. And so this is what I can get from this. And get some new gloves, and that's really it. There's pretty good gloves, to be honest, so I'll get those. As that as me relatively stronger. I won't really use this Gift of Monstrosity in scenarios, because it's not really the best unless everyone's bunched up. I'll go in and spam my AoE cone attack, but if they're not spammed up, I'll stick with my Gift of Savagery, which I really do enjoy using. I can now move that off, and that is one other skill I got was this, which is Convulsive Slashing, which is a continuous kind of channeling attack. So you just continually slash them using your action points, and you just keep slashing them until you run out of action points, or until you click another skill. It's quite good. You can slash them up to 6 times over 3 seconds, doing 62 damage. That's 360 damage in 3 seconds. That does add up. So now we can add in all these quests. I won't level up again, but I'm level 7, so slowly getting towards the end of, well, I'm halfway through tier 1, which is quite good. But hopefully I'll get some late tier 1 action, at least in scenarios, shortly. So I've just dinged level, well, I haven't just, but I dinged level 8. I geared myself up a little bit. So I've got this new chest piece, quite nice. So I can only afford one bit of the set, but hopefully after this scenario I should be able to get another set. Got new weapons, got some accessories. So I've blinged myself up, I'm in a good place. I've got 2 new skills. Got this bypass defenses, which is really for going through doors that have oil on them, well, keeps I should say, not just doors. And I also have, I'm going to put this on, I also have this 2 skill here, which is Mouth of Dzench, which is just an AoE skill. It just does an extra AoE, oh no, I backed it. Just an AoE skill ahead of me. I have a guard on me who is this person. He's running on his own. I'm not going to chase him. You're going to run in like that and get yourself killed. It's your own fault. So I've got this morale skill here. 7 nerve, really good damage. Really good damage. It's now the Chosen's back. I'll stick with him. Now I should be able to push these engineers at the back here. And do my Mouth of Dzench, spam some AoE skills, get some damage out, and change to my other weapon. Or my other gift. And snare this engineer so they can't run too far. Just going to keep close to my secondary target, which is obviously this Chosen, who is my guard. So there's a few enemies here that looks like they're focusing me. So I'm just going to spam my gift of whatever this one is, Monstrosity, which obviously gives me my heal and armor penetration defense. And I'm waiting for this 7 nerve to come back up. Looks like he's pushing straight in, which is fine by me. I can push in as well. There is a slate. Oh, there is a Runekeeper, which I use my morale on, which he just melted. And then just gonna keep spamming my AoE. There you go, nice and easy. Just like that. So I'm second on damage, which is fine. The guy who's top is a level 14 chopper. Done a fair bit of healing actually, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, because I'm spamming my AoE skill. This Witch Hunter stole the point. So when you get geared, it makes a huge difference, and it runs quite smoothly. We've got quite a good team. This Marauder is really, really enjoyable. It is probably one of my favourite classes, if not my favourite class. I'm glad I'm kind of playing it again, to be quite honest. Let's slow this Slayer down. Slayer's down. I'm just going to keep spamming my AoE. As you know, I'm going to switch to my single target. Leave that. Hopefully I should be able to melt this Shadow War as he runs away. Yeah, did a good amount of damage to him. I need that. And I am stuck. Okay, I was wrong. The only annoying thing is in PvP in this, you've one, I get stuck on flowers, which is a bit annoying. You do get body blocked quite a lot, which is just, it makes sense because you can't just walk through the people in real life, can you? Like, it just is a bit annoying. I need greed. Oh, congrats. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name, but congrats on your level. Very happy, second DPS. Not the most death blows, but that's fine by me. Switch to AoE because there's a few of them coming in here. And let's switch back to single target. Focus on this Swordmaster, or not. My alt tab just kept changing, my tab target. So there we go, that's that over. I did get MVP for the most objective score, which is nice. It's always pleasant. I got 7 war crests out of that one. I believe I need 22 for the boots and like 11 for the belt. I can check this very second because it's this guy here. No, it's not that guy here. It's this guy here. 22 for the boots, 13 for the belt. Got 12, so one more scenario and I'll be able to get that. Let's see if this guy will do a 1v1 again on me. So I 1v1 this guy earlier. I managed to take him out. Let's see. Okay, the engineer's not helping this time, which is good. Ah, the doc's here. I was going to 1v1 this guy. I got him earlier in a 1v1. He got me to half health and I switched to the Gift of Monstrosity. And as soon as I switched to Gift of Monstrosity, I just healed myself most of his damage back up. Which is a shame. And then I finished him off with a 7 nerve earlier, which is great. But yeah, I was going to 1v1 him again. And I think I probably would have won. Although he's deadly, which I use in inverted commas. Yeah, it's not going to make much difference. Marauders are really strong 1v1, especially with this hill, which they get with the Gift of Monstrosity. But hey, I was hoping to show that. Unfortunately, it's almost a 1v1 if these two didn't get involved. And that is another win. Here, I got objective score, so I captured a point on my own, and that's it. Got where am I on damage? Fourth on our team. It's okay. It's okay. I'll take that. I should now have enough points as well to buy the next part of my set. Let's have a look. Let's see, shall we? So I've got 21, and I needed 13 to buy the boots. No, to buy the belt. That's the belt now bought, so now I need another 14 more, which is going to be 2 and a bit wins to get the final part of this set. Which is obviously the boots, which will give me an extra plus 22 wounds, which is quite useful. That gives me a little bit more survivability. Halfway through this scenario, but I thought I might as well show essentially the end of it. But I'll say the end. It's still going to probably go for a couple more minutes. It's been pretty testy, or pretty tough, to be quite honest. It's been a lot of close quarter brawls, like you see here. Hopefully I can pull back and not die. But I've just been in this monster. I'm not going to get a potion off in time. So I've been in this one mode, the AoE, essentially switching between AoE and single target for most of this, and it's been really successful for me. This will be the last scenario because I'm well, at least for this video, so I'll play the end of this. Not too fussed about that guy. A debuff on him. So we want to try and capture down. Oh, this is tasty. This is tasty down here. If I can try and get some AoEs off here, trying to push their healers back. If we can push their healers back, then that'll make our life slightly easier. And I'm going to switch to single target. I don't need to do any healing at the moment. And there is their Slayer. Slayer's their priority for me. Just because he's a bit of a tough boy. Okay, Slayer did not survive very long. I'm going to switch back to do potential heals. There we go. So that is now the middle cap. They're just... That's a really tanky Disciple of Cain. And they've been trying to fight it for a while. And I kind of just leave them be, to be honest. At the end of this, I should be able to... I will be able to, because I've got enough. When we win, which we're pretty much guaranteed to win, I'll be able to get enough to get the belt. Once I get the belt, that should be me done for low level tier 1. So essentially this video will end with me being relatively well geared for tier 1, and I'll be ready to move on to being well geared in tier 1 still. So I should be doing more damage, should be able to survive slightly longer, slightly more interesting gameplay, and this is going to be me dying here because that is a lot of them, unless I didn't manage to get away. However, my team is here. Huzzah! It's good. Yeah, I was pretty sure I would have died if I would have stayed in that. Right, let's get some AoEs off. This guy is my priority again. If I can get keep running out of action points, but it's fine. It's obviously the idea for you to actually not continually sustain in a fight. Okay, so this guy is almost dead. He's now down. Fine. Right, I need to now back out because it's now just me and a Chosen and a Black Orc. Okay, that's the end of the match. So how did that work out? So I got let's look at MVP here. So destruction, death blows. I got death blows. I got the highest damage, and I got the highest objective score. So all in all, for my team, that is. Yeah. Some reason I'm blue. Not actually sure why it says I'm on order. Okay, this is a bit mixed match. So we've got apparently an engineer on our team, or I'm on the other team, and we've got the Black Orcs. Okay, I'm going to ignore this screen. But I got a few MVPs, got 3 MVPs, and then obviously we won. So it's a really good match for me to end on. Shame I didn't show the whole thing. I didn't think it was going to be that interesting. As you see, I did a fair bit of damage and actually did a fair bit of healing as well. I was doing some open world, World v World, just collecting some boxes, doing a bit of content because there were some order to kill, but I think most of them, well, they may have gone. I don't know. I was in a scenario. But I've only been doing this for about 15 minutes, and they must have increased the influence gain, because I've gained a lot of these. Well, I've gained the middle reward already, and I've only run 2 boxes and probably killed about 4 people. So yeah, I think they may have increased the influence gain. I'm going to run back to town and grab the belt. No, the boots. Need the boots. So that is now the boot sport. Here we go. So Decimators, Tramplers, so it gives me extra wounds when I equip them. I have, that's not a word. I have 9 more. I'm very close to getting, or once I get 11, I'll be able to buy my next weapon. I believe in, double checks, that's a DPS of 18, some decent stats. Just double check what I get in World v World. World v World in, I think on Guild Wars 2, in RVR, in the open area. Because I might just buy 1 weapon from there and then get the weapon from here. Okay, there's mild difference. So if I get this last influence reward, then that will tick that box and I'll get new weapons. But I'm obviously going to keep getting influence while I'm in the PvP area because I've been participating. But that is that for today. We've managed to essentially do the low level of tier 1. We are now level 9, so we've just got the upper part of tier 1 to do, but we are now getting relatively well geared compared to some of the lower levels that we'll come across. So I'm expecting to probably trample a few enemies now. One thing I didn't mention is I've got my first talent down here as well. So I've got Warped Flesh, which every time I attack there's a 25% chance that I'll absorb 183 damage. That can't be triggered every 3 seconds. So that, with my heals from my monstrosity, is actually quite a good combination. So I'll probably be keeping this for quite a while. But I said that's the end. So that is the end of the video. So if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you mind leaving a like, subscribing, that'd be awesome. And I'll see you in the next one. Or in Warhammer, if you add Rothmara, because I'll be probably playing this quite a lot soon. Because this video is going up on, well, it's going up the day after I'm recording this. So I'm going to edit it, get it ready to be uploaded. So I'll be playing this a lot because I really do enjoy this. And I will be adding, be doing a lot more of Return to Reckoning. Just 'cause I love the game and it's really enjoyable. And I figured out how to get this, I'm now rambling, so do apologise. I figured out how to get this through my firewall so it no longer, my computer, my file will no longer delete this completely, so I can continue to play this. And there is content. Right, I will end this video and then I'll start the next video because I'm probably going to keep playing.